Yo, SojuTalk Nation! On this week's episode, we'll be covering fuego releases from Raiden X Chanyeol, BVNDIT, and TXT. We'll also be cooking up some spicy news coverage, including future groups from the Big Five, Kcon 2020 Summer, and more island and big hit news. So prepare your body, get yourself some snacks, because we about to pop off. Hit me with that intro! Hey, what's up everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 87, and we're recording on Monday, May 18th, 2020. I'm Doug, and joining me today we got Warren.
Hey, what's up everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
Do that again. You cut out in the beginning again.
Hello.
Hey, there we go.
And as a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Sub to the SojuTalk YouTube channel, like this video, join the SojuTalk Discord, and be a part of the SojuTalk Nation. Links down below. All right, in terms of announcements, that SojuTalk Nation K-pop girl group tier list video dropped, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm happy. The comment section was relatively civilized.
yeah.
We are going to be releasing the boy group equivalent survey next week. I still am working on it a little, but that should come out next week, so be on the lookout for that. But all right, that's the only announcement. So we are now at part 1 of Soju Talk episode 87, where we discuss big new releases, take a quick rewind, and hit you with the music show winners. Let's get it. So the big new releases this week, we're going to be covering 3 of them. So back on May 12th, Wednesday, we had Raiden, Chanyeol, Yours, featuring Ihai and Changmo. May 13th, Thursday, we had BVNDIT with Jungle. And today on May 18th, Monday, we have TXT with Can't You See Me. But let's start at the top. Raiden, Chanyeol, Yours, featuring Ihai and Changmo. So they are both from SM. They debuted in 2011 and 2012, respectively. Raiden's last song was the last thing Chanyeol was on was EXO song Obsession. Raiden has 0 music show wins, while Chanyeol with EXO has an incredible 107. Big
Whoa.
difference there.
Whoa. 0 and 107.
All right, so how do we feel about this song, guys?
Good.
I
Good.
dig. Love it. Yo.
Love it.
Yo.
That's big praise
Oh,
from
wow.
you.
It's a very expressive word. I do. Yes. I see. I can't even speak. That's how much I like the song. I'm lost for
Really?
words.
Okay, well, since you're the hype one, you get this started. Why do you love Yours?
You know, it's not too much. You know how I always complain that like a song is like too much. There's too much going on. This is the right amount. This is it. You know,
This is
like
it? Okay.
this is, I do have my complaints with it. I'll go over that later. I'm sure even if I don't mention it, I'm sure one of you guys will. But like I got like Daft Punk vibes a little bit. You know, like some like it felt
I
like
got some retro feels. I thought it was pretty retro sounding.
like retro R&B, electronic, a little bit of disco going on. You know, like those sexy electronic pianos. My God, dude. I've never heard of this Raiden guy. You
So
know,
Yeah.
all I know is he is
Right.
he's a producer at SM. He's released some of his
Okay.
own stuff, but he generally works with other artists.
okay.
Yeah. He did a good job. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
The moments in the music video when he's like standing and playing the piano, the keyboard, I was like, yo.
I also liked when he was playing the guitar. I thought it looked pretty cool.
Oh, that was pretty
Yes.
cool too. Yeah. A little shame that Lehigh and Changmo didn't make it into the music video.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, speaking of the featuring, right? Getting Ihai
Right.
and Changmo are big gets, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I thought that Ihai was the hard carry of this song.
Of course.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Bro, her voice is like ridiculous, right? Like I don't know. There's just something about the way she sounds that's just so captivating.
The way she carries her melodies, dude, that's like so like emotional, but like again, it's not too much to the point where I'm like, you know, too much sugar here. Like it's like, you know, when you eat like a meal, it's like not too spicy, it's not too salty. The aftertaste is all right, you know. Like I'm sorry, I keep making food references, but like
No,
that's
your
exactly
thing. That's
what
your
it
thing.
is.
I respect that. Keep going.
That was the end of the analogy.
That's it? Okay.
It was
I
a
thought
clean
you-
meal. That's what I'm saying.
It was
You know,
a
like
clean meal,
Clean
clean
meal.
meal.
It was nice, very clean.
You know,
Let's talk about Changmo and Chanyeol real quick.
okay. 2 different rappers, 2 different styles.
Right, and they both sang and rapped, right?
Yes.
Mm.
And to be honest, to be frank, I'm clearly biased for Changmo, right? He's one of the hottest rappers in the scene right now. He is Duxo Gang, Underground Rockstar.
What was that
That's-
last song he released? The
The last song he released,
Yeah.
Meteor, was really big.
that's an amazing song.
That was all over Milan. That whole album is great. That being said, I don't feel like both of them are necessary. I feel like one of them would have been fine, to be honest.
I kind of agree for the reason that I found their tone to be quite similar, that it almost felt like too similar, where I lost track of who was doing what at some point.
Honestly, maybe
Same.
Changmo should have done the auto-tune thing he sometimes does, because at least it would have been
He
different.
kind of,
then.
I guess.
He did.
Yeah.
He did, but
did.
not like as heavy as in Meteor.
Oh, maybe a little more.
well,
Meteor's
yeah,
pretty
it was-
heavy.
Right. It was a lot more like singy here.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the music video itself, SM just makes beautiful music videos.
Yes.
There's just something so aesthetic about the way they film stuff. Honestly, it just feels like, I know technology is getting better, but like
Yeah.
every music video is getting so good looking. Like, it's now at the point now where it's more noticeable when you have a not great looking music video than when you have a great looking music video.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree.
We've reached that point.
We have
It-
higher standards.
It used to be like if someone pulled out the money and made a crazy music video, you're like, wow, they pulled out the budget. But these days, it feels like when you don't spend that much money, it's like, they didn't spend a lot of money on this relative to the norm.
The crazy thing is, this isn't even a main release.
No, it's
This
not.
is like the SM Station ones, right? Like the
Yes.
special.
Yeah, I don't
event-
know if
right.
it exactly is SM Station, but it's in that realm where it's more like, we just gonna release this music video right here.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, I was like, why do they just have too much money? Is that what it is? Like, do they want to make the economy better? Like,
You
don't
really
know.
like this song? Like, really?
this is top 3 K-pop songs of my year so far.
Wow.
Ooh.
I would
It's-
not go that far. at all.
It's clean. There's nothing I'm complaining about. Like, sure, Chanyeol, Changmo kind of overlap a little bit. I had to like double take and like figure out if it was Chanyeol rapping or
Right,
like
yeah.
Changmo singing a couple times, right? And like every time Chanyeol was rapping or singing, his mouth would be his face would be on the screen, like
Yeah.
singing or like rapping. And like when Changmo was doing it, they were just doing random ass crap, and that's how I figured it out. But like, like in the I don't know. Besides that, this is perfect. I have no complaints.
Okay, let me. I think it's a good song, right? I'm not saying this is a bad song. It's so chill that maybe I'm not the most hyped for it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's so easy listening.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
This is like, I have a hard time personally putting like a chill song as like, this is a banger, because you know how I'm into like energetic, crazy drops, that kind of thing. Like, I agree, this is a great song, good artistic achievement, but at the same time, for me, it's not like the best song ever. I respect it though,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
See, you like the workout songs. You like the one that's lit songs. That's what it is.
All
you
right,
know?
well, don't
This
put
is
me
like
in that box.
This
man.
is too slow. No, you told me you liked the song. You told everybody you liked the song.
I do like One Us Lit now.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't like
fine,
some of the
yeah.
motifs, but I like the way they went. What about you, Anita? Overall impressions of this one?
I'm pretty similar to your take, Doug. I think I really like this song. I don't think it's like super amazing. It's not like a huge title track, but it's definitely something that I would recommend because it's really nice visually and musically. I think for me, my favorite part of the song was the bridge, where like the
Okay.
chords used were very nice, and it suit the visual effects really well. So I don't know. I think it's a great treat from SM, right? Like it's an extra bonus thing they release. But I don't know. I wouldn't like if we were using our system, right? Our spicy system. I wouldn't certify it. But
I agree with you.
I would
Okay.
recommend it. Like if you want to listen to a song this week, this is the one that I would recommend.
Really? Okay. That's interesting. That's like you exposing things by saying that. Okay. I feel like you are if you're saying this one's your favorite. But there's Changmo also in this song, in his verse, he says forever ever. That's like, yo, I don't know if he was trying to reference Outkast and Miss Jackson, but that hasn't been done since that song.
He's done that a couple times in his like songs.
Okay, he might be heavily influenced by Outkast because
It
they are
might
hip
be.
hop.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
just something I noticed. Let's move on to the next one then. May 13th, Thursday, we got BVNDIT with Jungle. So they are from M&H. M&H is the company that Chungha's under. That's the most notable artist there. They debuted last year in 2019. Last 3 songs, Children, Cool, Dumb. They really have simple like titles to their songs. I like this. Jungle, Children, Cool, Dumb. 0 music show win so far. I feel like BVNDIT is one of these groups that you're either into the BVNDIT sound, especially on the main tracks, right? Or you're not. Because they have a very Moombathon-y / tropical house thing going on. With a lot.
Kind of moved away from it though with this one. This is
a little mix, yeah.
Yeah, it's technically more towards like just typical electro pop and like drum and
Okay,
bass.
good. Because I'm not the one who knows exactly what genre these things are. That's Warren's job here. But that being said, I know Warren's not a Moombathon fan, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel about this song? This is the thing I was most curious about.
Okay. Besides me disliking Moombathon, I felt like if BVNDIT was releasing a song, it would be Moombathon. Like I felt like they were limiting themselves by doing only Moombathon.
Yeah.
Right? Because like K-pop, it's like all about doing very different things while keeping a certain character, and they were just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like I wasn't a big fan of that. And here I feel like they ventured out a little bit. Maybe it's because the trend is moving away from the Moombathon thing, or maybe it's because they wanted to venture out. Maybe it's a mix of both. I don't know, but I pleasantly liked it. There's not really much to complain with the production of the song. There's not really anything.
I heard some people saying that the chorus is like busy or messy.
I would agree with that a little bit.
That was like a lot of people's main complaint about this song. Like the chorus is kind of like all over the place. I don't completely agree with that, nor do I completely disagree with that statement, because there is a lot going on.
I do think there's a lot going on, but like it's like the song is like slow enough to the point where I'm like able to like process everything that's going on. It's not a fast song if you listen to it.
There's a girl in this group, the one who sings first. Her name is Songhee.
Yes.
Yo, bro.
Great voice.
Her voice has more depth than my personality. Let's be straight up about that. Like, she has this like I know who BVNDIT are, right? I'm like, okay, right, I'm gonna get a banger. Right. BVNDIT's whole thing is bangers, other than that song "Cool" they did, which was like a project track anyway, right? Everything they've done is kind of bangers. That's their like thing. When that girl sings, right, bro, I was not expecting that.
Like, I don't think anybody was. Let's be real.
I was like, who the hell are you? Like that was, I think I've listened to that part maybe. I've listened to this song "Jungle" now maybe like 10 times, right? I've listened to her part maybe 50 times. Like,
on the
I was thinking about it. It's like, I guess I really like female, like girl singers who have, female girl singers, that doesn't make sense. Female singers who have more, her voices are lower, like Yugi
lower
from
tones,
G-Idol.
yes.
Oh.
I guess that's the type of the voices I'm liking these days, but her voice has like oomph, right? There's depth. Something about it is so good. And I looked it up. I don't think she's the main vocal. I could be wrong with that.
Is she like at least lead vocal?
I think she's lead vocal. Let me look that up. You guys can keep talking about this. What did you think of this overall, Anita? Or Warren, you got something to say?
No, you can speak. No.
Okay, Anita, what do you think about this song?
Oh, I was just gonna add on about the discussion on the chorus because I also agree that this has like a mix of sounds because everything leading up to the chorus felt to me like it had that tropical house vibe, like it was still in that area, and then when the chorus hit, it switched and it felt like it was a very different thing. And maybe that's what people would feel like it's a little messy, where there might be a switch in sound. I don't know if I dislike it, but I felt that it was an attempt to add a twist to the sound, to the song itself too. So I don't mind it, but I see how that could be referenced as a little messy though, and I guess some people might not like it, especially if it feels like a switch, and if you like the tropical house sound to begin with.
So I looked up Songhee's profile. She is a lead vocalist, right?
Nice.
she looks tough on the outside, but she's actually soft on the inside. That's what it says here. She's a tsundere. just throw that out there. Just looking at the.
Why? I didn't ask to know if she was a tsundere, but now I do. Thank you.
I don't know. That's what it said on the profile.
Oh man.
You know, I thought the again music video looked great. My one critique of this song is not really with the song itself. I felt that relative to the intensity of the chorus, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found the choreo to be a little weak. Because my whole thing is like, if you're gonna do a drop, right? You're gonna do something like this chorus. I want some intense choreo going on.
Yeah, a little slow, I think it was.
I mean, the song itself is slow, and it's not like a drop kind of song too either. It's like it almost felt a little vibey, you know? Like
I was about to say, yeah.
Right? I mean, it's vibing. I agree with that. But like, go back, watch the choreo, right? Even watch like the live stage. I just feel like I wanted a little bit more.
A little more. But their outfits are great.
Oh yeah, outfits were great. Like there's some of the I watched this with my family on Mondays. That's what we've been doing since we all stuck at home. We watch all the music video. My mom was like, "I like that fabric." That was like,
Capes, right? The capes.
Yeah, there was like a plant print too going on. There was a green print. I don't know. Mom was into that one.
Wait, was your mom talking about the white capes?
Well, I don't know. She just liked a lot of the fabrics they were using, sir.
It was amazing. It was great. Okay. Props to the costume designers. Yes.
You know, MNH as a company, right? Let's talk about that now, because their main person is Changmo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They as a company, they are going in a direction clearly,
right,
across artists, right? I don't think that's a big take here. I'm kind of down for it because they go with like a very confident, powerful vibe is what they're going for. I think.
I like the direction they're going in as well, and I like that they're trying to explore more things because they've done that with Changmo a little bit, and they really haven't expanded. And I was kind of unhappy with that because I was pretty sure they can do more.
Yeah, because if we think about that song, "Cool," that was the one that it was like a mosaic the entire time. Yeah. I remember we were really into that because it was very not Bandit sounding. To be honest. They definitely can do more things than this direction.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm interested to see what they do because they are starting to switch up the concepts, I would say, a little bit, especially on the title tracks. I want to see what they're going to do going forward because definitely a lot of potential there. It's tough being at a company where Changmo's the main act too because she is like a force, right? And I think that they're doing a good job right now establishing who they are specifically.
I think they're taking the right steps. And I think they are taking the right steps as in they are kind of going in the direction Changmo went in, but in a different approach, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Right, because I do get Changmo vibes, but at the same time, I do recognize that it's very different from what she does. So like,
you know, good things from them. They're not the most known group either, so I definitely see them. Group. Yeah, I would agree with that. A lot of people know who they are, but mostly that's because it's like, oh, they're the MNH group, right? So
right.
We'll have to see. I think their future's pretty bright. But let's move on to the monster rookie, right? May 18th, Monday today. We have TXT with Can't You See Me. Obviously, they're from Big Hit, debuted last year, 2019. Last 3 songs were Runaway, Cat and Doll Crown, 4 music show wins so far. TXT. Wow.
Okay, can I say something real quick?
Okay, Warren, you could start this off then.
Go for it.
I said something last week that made a fair amount of people unhappy, both on the Discord and on YouTube. We didn't get an angry email, but that's okay. I called them out. I didn't mean to. I was giving an example of groups that might be a little generic sounding. And I brought out TXT as an example of that. I was trying to make a point. I'm not particularly saying Tomorrow by Together is all just generic sounds. I went back and listened to their discography. Songs like Runaway is actually pretty unique. So I wanted to touch upon that before, I was just trying to make a point. I love TXT as much as Doug loved TXT, I think. So,
bro, I love TXT.
Let's talk about the song,
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that out there.
This is a pretty big switch up than their other songs, I would say. Mm-hmm. This is definitely more like angsty, a little bit more mature than their normal sound. I saw people describing it as like sexy creepy, which sounds kind of weird, but
that's
what people were going for,
right?
Yeah, TXT as a group, right?
Tomorrow by together.
Like obviously BTS is in their company, right? It's a ridiculous amount of expectation. At this point, I am completely satisfied with where they are and their trajectory currently. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like that.
Yes.
I like that they're expanding. I mean, kind of similar to what I said about Bandit, but like they're like exploring a different like side of a coin, if you will.
Yeah, because if you look at the songs Crown, Cat and Dog, Runaway, Can You See Me, they're pretty different from each other. Each one of their songs.
Right.
They've at least at this point, I think everyone can recognize Big Hit obviously has very talented people at their company, right? That's obvious. But I think as a group, TXT has shown very good range for being a rookie group. All 4 of their songs are pretty different from each other. And it's showing that they can do a whole bunch of concepts. And I think the thing that strikes me as most apparent relative to other rookie groups is that the songs that they're doing really fits the group in terms of concept.
Right. See, that's what I was about to say. Because while they're doing very different songs, there's like a central theme, like a character that like plays a role in like.
Yeah.
There's a voice. There's like the TXT character is there. It's not them just singing a random song from a random producer. It feels like TXT put out a song that is the installment of their of their discography. You know, like.
Yeah, everything they've done has felt appropriate so far. Which is, like a lot of companies right now, they just say, all right, we got to go dark, black and red. They just feel like we need to do that, right?
Yeah.
Where I feel like the decision that was made for here is like, we can go a little darker because that's the trend, but let's still keep the TXT flavor.
Right.
Scary.
Yeah, I think that's a... What do you think about that breakdown in the middle of the song, Warren?
I got a lot of vibes of a certain American artist.
Is it one with Eilish and a Billy?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a very obvious comparison.
Yeah, it was a very similar arrangement, like similar, like kind of like vocal effects and whatnot. But I mean, it did feel like they just borrowed the arrangement that they did, but at the same time, I did feel like it was very appropriate for the song and the concept they were going for. And it felt like the emotional peak of the thing, rather like because the chorus is supposed to be the emotional peak, right?
Yeah.
But like that part was like, all right, here's the chorus, here's the verse, except we also have this, which is where everything falls apart. I'm like,
The other question I had is, where do we see how much? Well, I don't know. I don't want to put it like this, but how much do you like Can't You See Me relative to the other songs? That was basically what I'm trying to ask.
Me? Or is that a question for me?
All of us. I want to know what we think about this. Like,
I like this the most.
Really? Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I like that there's a lot of emotions. I like that they're exploring a lot of things within a single song. I like that it's angsty, and like there are points where it's like a positive mood, like the chorus and like the verses are like pretty. There are points where it's like pretty positive, right? There's like the whistling going on, but like there still is an undertone of like, oh, teenage angsty. I hate my friends. They're people that are toxic.
What about you, Anita?
I feel like I'm on the minority for this song, honestly, because while I do feel that it's good that they're changing their sound and that they're trying new things with each comeback, this is probably the kind of sound that I was not expecting from them. Like, I thought they would stay around the realm of the more youthful, more peppy kind of sound they started with a little bit longer. But I guess with Runaway, it was kind of a sign in the change in direction to begin with. And I also was not a huge fan of Runaway, so I feel like my feelings are kind of the same toward this comeback. I do feel though that it's way more catchy. Like, I definitely have this song stuck in my head. It's just that the melody of the chorus, I think for me, felt a little repetitive. Like, I feel like I only hear the chorus and I get on a loop, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I agree with you. The chorus sticks out a lot because it's like, I feel it's the most memorable part. I'm on the opposite end. My two favorite TXT songs are Can't You See Me and Runaway. Now, I think Runaway is the more initially catchy song. Something about that really boyish drop I really like. At the same time though, I feel like I'm gonna end up listening to Can't You See Me more. Just something about it.
I would say between the two.
It's like similar to like a Billie Eilish song. I'm gonna make the comparison here. There's something about the creepiness of this song is really intriguing to me. It's just something about it. It's just
there's like multiple layers to kind of dig into.
Yeah.
Like there's like layers of emotion in the arrangement, in the vocals, and like then there's the music video. Like it's.
Can we talk about the music video? Keep going though.
Yeah.
Keep going. Or do you want to just get into that?
No, we can go into the music video. I didn't much else to say.
They like destroy this house, right? like
The visual is so. It's a little disturbing.
I mean, they're making like references, right? Like when the blender pops off, right? It's like blood, right? Clearly, that's what they're going for in a smart way. They have like a food fight. There's food wastage. We in Corona right now. I don't know about this food wastage. That's what people were talking about on our Discord. I kind of agree with that. I'm like, we should be conserving food. But maybe they made a soup afterwards or something. Hopefully. Although I do not like soup. Maybe they made a soup out of the remains of the food.
They could have made pizza, like tomatoes.
Yeah, pizza, sauce. There was a lot. There was food wastage. That's a thing. The music video, one thing they do consistently with TXT is that they do a group shot choreo shots.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are a lot of really good dancing groups in K-pop, right? TXT, because they only have 5 members, they utilize the 5 members so well every time in their choreo.
Yes, very creative too.
I mean, in the past, they've made like planes with 5 people. Like, that's a thing. Yeah. I always talk about that, but that's like, who does that, right? Also, at least in this one, the chorus, they do like layers. Certain guys get on the knees. Certain guys pop up. There's like layers to the choreo. Levels, I mean, not layers, levels. Yeah. There's levels going on. Also, even the choreo, the first movement is like zombies moving forward, sort of. They got like it's like the way even the choreo is done. It's like a creepy choreo, which is really fitting for the song.
Yeah, I mean it's a creepy song. If they were happily jumping up and down, that'd be a little weird, don't you think?
They are really like TXT is really good. Like I'm really curious as to where people are gonna put them in the tier list because they are a rookie group.
I expect them high.
One other thing is I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know that the past releases. So let's say there's 3 releases, right? One, the next one, and then this one right here. Can't You See Me? The album sales have doubled each time so far.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, even based on 1-day sale compared to the. I don't know if it was just 1-day sales, but I know that some range of metric of album sales, it's doubled each time. I don't know if it was 1 day or the whole sales, whatever it is. But the fact that they can double each comeback is that's what you want, clearly. I completely think they've lived up to the big hit name at this point. I'm personally very satisfied where they are like 4 title tracks in. I think their future is extremely bright. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I would agree. I think this is, honestly, I feel like for me, when I figured out that this was going to be a group and it was coming out after BTS, I feel like everybody's a little hesitant. Like you don't want to put your expectations too high in case they fall short. But I don't know. I feel like I like that they're taking certain decisions so that they're not so similar. Like I like that the groups have taken different sounds and debut concepts and everything. So I think that makes me feel like, okay, this is going to be like their own thing. It doesn't feel like it's a shadow, like they're living under. And I think that'd be good. What I'm a little concerned is the fact that it hasn't been that long since it debuted, and Big Hit is kind of planning a new group with the survival show.
The B-Lift thing.
The Island. Yes.
Island, B-Lift.
I mean,
it's going to be interesting.
The water's in. They have wars. I think they should be moving forward. Was it a little too fast or a little too slow? I don't know. Well, I think time will tell. I think history will be the answer for that. But I think in terms of have they lived up to the Big Hit name or not, I don't know. But like I do think that Big Hit is really establishing what they are good at with TXT.
Yes.
And a little bit of that we saw with their last the last G-Friend song as well, right?
Crossroads.
Like
yeah.
right. They're becoming really, really good at portraying like very public, like very approachable yet somewhat depth inducing stories into their songs and like marketing material, and it's been explored here and there by different companies to a certain degree, but like I think Big Hit likes to really like play that out a lot. And I think sure, big like if they did it once with BTS, sure, that's whatever, but like the fact that they're doing it over and over again while keeping us entertained every time is kind of creating a new thing for them that like hasn't really been done before, if you will. And I think that's really cool. I
forgot. Oh, keep going.
It's really dope.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but one point I wanted to make was there are a decent amount of comments, at least on Reddit, where people were like, "It just feels like too big of a change, right? Too soon."
What?
I heard a couple people saying that it was very different than Runaway, right?
Oh,
okay. I don't think it's them saying that Can't You See Me is bad, right?
Right.
I just see it as people saying that it's a big departure from their other tracks. At the same time, for me, I think it's completely appropriate, though.
I think it's completely. It felt like to me. It felt like young, like boys being angsty, and up until this point, it was like boys, being happy, energetic, going on adventures, if you will.
Yeah.
To the platform 9 3/4. But like this time around, like things didn't go wrong. Things didn't go right, and they're like angry at each other now. That's what it is.
The music. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a creepy music video too. And I'm personally down for groups exploring their boundaries as long as they keep it like authentic, which I think is clearly what they're doing right now. So, props to TXT.
I kind of wish they went a little more creepy with this, to be honest.
Even more? Really?
Yeah.
I think this was okay.
It was like, sure, the house is burning down. There's like fake fire in the background, or like limited amount of fire, whatever. Big Hit has a lot of money. I was hoping the house would actually like burn down.
They want like a straight murder, dude. In their music
No,
video?
like I don't know. It felt very. It felt like I was watching something in a very controlled environment, rather than like
that. That's how I viewed it. I kind of viewed it. I don't know the lore of anything they do, right?
I don't know the lore either.
It felt like to me like a TV show or a movie, like a very compartmentalized story. That's what it felt like to me.
It felt like the weird episode in a sitcom where like there's a dream scene and like people are killing.
It did feel like that. It did feel like that. At the end of the day,
I would have wanted like a creepy like thriller movie is what I kind of wanted, but like
okay, I see that.
Sorry,
at the end of the day, TXT clearly out of the rookie groups as of late, in terms of the male rookie groups, they have the most potential because they're from arguably the biggest company right now, right? They got the talent to back it up, the production team behind them. In a year's time, who knows where they'll be, right? Because like sky is literally the limit for them as a group. But shout out to TXT. In terms of the other songs released this week, there's 4 of them. So Ong Sung-woo and Baek Ji-young released Didn't Say Anything. We did not get like a dancey song. It's a ballad. Just throwing that out there. Busters released Peonia. UNVS released Give You Up, and then Boat Bygone 4 released the title track of Hug. It's a Boat Bygone song, which is similar to the pre-release, so that's why we're not covering. It's like the same vibes, and we would probably say the exact same things other than talking about a collab, because there's no collab on it. But shout out to Boat Bygone 4. She was on Running Man this past week, so go check that out. Now we're at a quick rewind, so we're just going to talk about some songs that came out a couple weeks back, because they're wrapping up promotions, and we just want to see if any of our opinions have changed on them. So back on episode 84, we reviewed April's La La Li La La, Solar Spit It Out, Oh My Girl Nonstop, and Chungha's pre-release with Stay Tonight. For me, I've listened to that Oh My Girl song nonstop.
Oh.
Sorry, that was a bad pun.
Like before how we recorded a little late today?
Yeah.
I was like chilling out at my desk. And I thought of the same pun, and I was gonna say it.
Oh, dang it!
But
Beat you
don't
to
stole
it.
the fire.
Yo, get wrecked, fam.
No, no, I really like Nonstop too though. I didn't get sick of it yet somehow.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Now, you know how I was like the biggest proponent of April's La La Li La La, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
I do really like that song still, but
but
Oh My Girl's Nonstop is the one that I'm listening to the most.
hey, there you go. Yeah.
I feel like Chungha Stay Tonight, really great song.
Mhm.
For me, it just does not have like the absolute sticking power that I thought it would.
I mean, it's
Dang,
pretty.
it's the opposite for me.
Really? Okay. Keep going, Anita.
Yes. I feel like, well, since it was released, there's been a lot of choreo videos that she has released with the backup dancers and everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like I like it even more now because all the detail in the choreo and the organization and how the dancers move, it's really well thought out. So I don't know. I'm obsessed with that song. So out of all the songs that were covered on that episode, Stay Tonight is still my favorite.
There was a funny clip of like Chungha in a studio with her backup dancers, and she's wearing hair extensions.
Yes.
And she bends forward and steps on her hair extensions and pulls them
Yes.
out. That's a thing. So go check that out. It's kind of funny. Lastly, the Solar song, Spit It Out, right?
Oh yeah.
It did not get much traction at all.
No, I think her the teaser stuff was a little too like. The teaser was a lot more controversial than the song itself. And,
Because
like,
yeah,
I think I think I remember like we said like the song didn't live up to the teaser images and like the talk around it. I felt like that was a big like thing that happened with the song. And just
I mean, the other thing, I know it was a pre-release, right? But Chungha's a monster. Shout out to Oh My Girl. They are
Yes.
killing. The song is still ranked like 3 or 4 on the charts, I believe. And
Yeah.
the next part is show winners, but like they keep winning nonstop.
Yep.
They
Yep.
keep winning.
Oh man,
But in terms of the
this is it for Oh My Girl.
yeah, so in terms of the K-pop oldie of the week, it is B.A.P's Warrior. What a classic song.
That was it back in the day.
It back in the day. They're like comparison group. Back when I didn't know a lot about K-pop, the discussion was always B.A.P versus EXO back in the day.
What? Really?
Yes, that was the comparison back in the day.
Every Korean were comparing BTS and B.A.P back in the day.
Okay,
even,
well-
even though like one is
Well,
obviously
okay, let's
way
just say
bigger
there
than
was
the
like
other now,
there
but,
was a
like,
war between boy groups back in the day, right? Big comparisons made. B.A.P was the group, they were all blonde at this point, I believe.
Yep.
And Warrior it went so hard, and the one guy in the group had such a deep voice. Everyone was like, "Wait, which
Oh,
kid,
is that
Anita?
Black Man?
You cut out."
Youngkook.
Oh yeah, Jungkook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. People, B.A.P. It just didn't turn out that well for them. I believe they were at TS Entertainment, which just like big oofed on a lot of things. Let me look that up. Actually, I want to make sure.
No,
that they
it's
were from-
TS Entertainment.
Yeah.
I remember V.A.P.
They just didn't have a great
was-
time, to be honest. It just
They-
didn't pan out
They
for
did
them.
have a lot. They
Did
did
it
have
have
a
what?
lot of talent.
Oh yeah,
You know?
for sure.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know where it went.
It's one of those things, though. I don't remember completely, but I believe Warrior was like top 3 best-selling songs for them. So the start was crazy, right?
Right.
And then it's just through mismanagement, they just didn't like super capitalize on what they had. It's unfortunate, though. All right, but now we are at show winners. Anita, hit us with them.
All right. So like we mentioned before, there's been a lot of Oh My Girl, but a couple of other first wins. Okay, so for the show on Tuesday, Oh My Girl had another win for Nonstop. For show champion on Wednesday, Astro's Nog had his first win. For Thursday on M Countdown, Oh My Girl won again. And on Friday, Music Bank, they had their 8th win for Nonstop. For the show Music Core on Saturday, there was no show or winner. But on Sunday on Inkigayo, IU had their first win for 8 featuring Suga.
If we think about this Oh My Girl Nonstop song, right, in the history of their group, this is the pop-off song. This is the You've Made It song for them.
Yes.
This is the tipping point. This is
Yeah.
where it is.
It's great for them. I'm super happy for them.
Congratulations to all the Omicron fans.
We are now at the end of part 1 of SojuTalk episode 87. I did it correctly 2 weeks in a row, just pointing that out. If you are listening to the audio version, sit tight. And if you are on YouTube, head over to the episode 87 part 2 video. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1. Hello, SojuTalk Nation. It is your friendly